Okay, so one of the guys in the comments, I don't want to be really horrible because I think it's like some sort of Asian name. I think it's like Kim something. I honestly, I'm terrible at remembering names of commenters. Sorry. He keeps asking, "Oh, have you got any more Beast Wars stuff?" And I'm like, not really. I mean, I've got a few things here and there, but one I do definitely have, and is quite relevant because there is a new deluxe figure of this character coming out, or has come out, but I haven't ordered because I don't like the look of it. Not the point. So let's go and have a look at the first deluxe version of Airazor, being the Beast Wars Transmetal version. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. Airazor actually got into the show. When I first got the original figure, I didn't know that, obviously, because they sold the figures before they got into the show. Don't ask me why, but they did. And she was this cute little falcon thing, and it was fine. Great toy. Character was a bit dodgy because she was just there for Silverbolt. And then they made the Transmetal version, and it's a bird. Yeah. I mean, it's quite pretty. It's got all this chrome, the sort of metallic, robot-y bird thing that they're supposed to do, and it's got these little legs with stuff and not visible head syndrome. That giant coyote right at the front. Don't know what you're talking about. Can you see that? That definitely not her head. Honest. You can laugh. It's fine. Okay. But it's got these little claws, which definitely don't have hands in them. And there's definitely not feet sticking out the back. What I'm trying to say is it's not a very good looking bird mode when you actually start looking at the details. But it's got a name written on it. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I guess. That's there. I always spell it wrong. I always put 2 R's in it. Air and then razor. But it's Airazor, apparently. Sure. But, you got the ball joint here, ball joint there, and if you want a little bit of hinge there, so you can try and get some sort of poses, but it's quite heavy, and the wings will go that far, and that's about it. And yeah, that's your articulation for you. I might sound like I'm not a fan of this. I'm not. Size comparison. Times Return Quake. So it's a deluxe, but it's the old style deluxe that were, value for money because they were big. Let's take him out of the way. Now, before we get towards the whole robot mode thing, the Transmetals, let me talk to my 9-year-old son and explain this. When they turned them from animals into these sort of robot versions of animals, they pushed in a third mode. So instead of just being robot bird, there's also another mode, and they were always terrible. Can you guess what this third mode is?
Airplane?
Basically, yeah. But no, it's worse than you think. Because what you got to do is, I'm pretty sure you just shove the legs up at the back, so they're out of the way. Get these things on the wings, these little blue bits. Pop those loose, because they do come loose. Come on. Pop those loose. Fold them out. Open them up, and inside there's another thing you can flip out. And that comes around and pegs into where the screw is there. Plugs into there. Let's do it again on this side.
I'm starting to know what it is.
You're starting to know what it is, okay.
There's like... I'm not going to spoil it.
You're not going to spoil it? Alright, okay. So you plug that in there. No, it's not broken. It pops back together. Things were built to last when I was a lad. That's why I've had this since I was a lad. There you go, in there. Okay, is that one actually in? No. Okay, try again. Come on. There you go. So you do that, and you can put the planes out a bit, wings out a bit if you want, and then, just in case you thought that was enough, you slide these silver bits back a little bit. Yeah, instead of being like there, they go to that. And that is Airazor as a seaplane.
I was going to say it's one of those like water airplanes.
Yeah, the ones that land on the water with the silly little runners, yeah. However, this is for your benefit because you're over there. the back's too heavy, so it just drops.
You could use the back legs as like stack other bits.
Yeah, but seaplanes don't have the back legs, so you shouldn't have to use the back legs. So yeah, for everyone's benefit, there it is. Look at that. Isn't that?
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's completely pointless. You've got a bird that turns into a robot, so it can fly and it can land.
There's a bird head.
Why does it need to land on water?
Birds don't like water.
Some do.
Only seagulls like water.
Ducks, geese, swans.
Like birds like a fly.
Okay, let's just move on. So, should we get towards robot mode? So, for ease, we're going to get this back into plane mode because it's such a difficult transformation. Although getting that out, get that in there, push it all back here, shove it there, and it just pegs into place. Awesome. Get that loose. And, I don't remember those being so tight when I was a kid, but whatever. I've got two of these. This might be the second one because the paint isn't chipped, like on the one that I actually messed with when I was a kid. So okay, we're back into bird mode. Yay! Should we transform it? Do we have to?
Yes.
Oh. First things first, we're basically going to pop this piece loose. And I can't remember if you can just get all the wings and fold, and it pops these pieces loose.
I thought that was going to be the chest.
No. Fold those out. And then we want to fold these over so they're pointing backwards. And this one's really loose. Yeah, this isn't the one I used to use when I was a kid. I've got two, so. Okay. Now we want to get this piece here. That bit. I'm going to pop that loose. Push these around the tail section. And bring it out. There's a tiny little bump on the back there, on the bum. Tiny little peg on the bum. Can everyone see that? Good. That goes into that little hole there, so you need to pop that loose. And look, it's one of those stupid rub faction things that no one cares about. That little black square. Because this is going to be a bad guy on it. No, it isn't. Okay, so we've got those loose. We've got these out the way. We can sort of throw the tail back for now. That's done. What do you think? Yeah, okay, I'm sick of that joke too, sorry. We're going to get this bit with the legs, which goes with all this, which isn't the body, honest. Pop that loose. And now we're going to get the legs, which are on these. They're on a double joint there. See that? No, a double joint. So you need to pop it loose, fold it around, shove it in there, and then close it back up. So pop it loose, bring it around, shove it in there, pop it back closed. And then, this is probably the most difficult bit. You need to bring this up so far, because see this bit here, on the underside, which that's how it should normally be. When you bring it so far, there's a cutout. That cutout allows you to push the head through. But you can't do it before you get to around there. Push the head through. I'm doing it from underneath my finger. Bring the head out. Turn it around. And now these pegs go into those holes. So I'm going to shove it up into there. And everything should sort of stay in place. Now we're going to shove the bird head inside the body. And push it closed. And now you're just tidying up, really. You're going to turn the arms around, fold the claws back. Turn the arm round, fold the claws back. Straighten out the feet on these really, really spindly legs. That should stay in place, but again, is really loose for some reason. Make sure the tail is down. And if you want, you can fold the wings up. That's a thing that can be done. And that wing's not going to stay in place, is it? I should have floor polished it before this review. Let's just tilt this up a little bit more or something. Should really have tidied the desk a bit more before I did this, but whatever. That is Airazor Transmetal in robot mode. What do you think?
Let's have the big claws showing.
Why does it have the big claw? Because they're lazy.
They could have made it so it could pop out and put it on the back.
Yeah, but you don't want bits coming off. That's what we call parts forming, and that's cheating. It's got this, it's got the big things, and the wing bits don't slide anymore because of the way the transformation is. That hinge gets in the way, so you can't slide them anymore. And the head looks like that. Looks like an angry, angry chicken.
It really does.
Yes. But if you wiggle this waist bit forward, you've got waist swivel. You've got a ball joint there. You've got a bend there. You've got forward and back on the foot a little bit. The head's on a ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. That's about it. But again, let me just stand it up. Really back heavy. Fold the wings down, see if that makes any difference, because I'm going to guess not. No, but it just about stands on the edge of them. It's not good, is what I'm trying to say. One thing I used to do when I was a kid, when I actually was trying to make myself like this figure, was I used to pop these little pontoon bits loose, bring them up, and there's actually, on this piece, a swivel. You don't need the swivel for the transformation. It doesn't work at all, but there's a swivel. So I used to bring it over the top, flip out the little extender bit, if I can do it when it's turned.
And then you imagined it was a gun.
Exactly. Over the shoulder cannons.
Like a gun.
Pew, 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 pew. And you do it on both sides. And I used to pretend these claws were guns as well. So lots of guns. Pew, 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 pew.
You could just turn that around and make it like not have the claws showing.
They could have done a lot of things. They didn't. The claws are really obvious and it's really lazy. So we'll fold that back inside, close it all up. Yay! It's not a good figure. I mean, what? Size comparison, if I can hold it long enough for it to stand. Transformers Siege Mirage. So she's about standard deluxe-ish. About standard. Just, there's basically an entire deluxe worth of stuff hanging off her back. I mean, if you ignored the claws and the entire backpack, just the body and the legs and everything else are really nicely proportioned. It's quite a slender figure. But it's just, you know, everything else that lets it down. It's just not good, is the word I'm looking for. It's bad. It's not a good figure. This is one of those rare swing and miss of the whole Beast Wars line. It's not good. That's a great way to start off. I want to do like 2 or 3 videos today, and this is just, yeah. And one of the cats decided to go talkie. Hooray. Splendid. And on that note, I'm going to scarp it. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you when I look like a giant chicken face. I don't know why I did that. Bye!